Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Rebel Mind, where we talk about everything mindset related from entrepreneurship and personal growth to your marketing systems. And today I want to talk about aligned purpose, passion, and profits. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lauren. I am a copywriter, entrepreneur, and copywriting coach. And I have been obsessed with everything mindset related for a long time, but integrating all of the mindset aspects within my business has helped me flourish in ways I only dreamed of before. So I want to instill some of that knowledge to you. Um, One of the things that is so important when you're wanting to start aligning your purpose, passion, and making profits all together into your business, especially. But this could be in so many aspects of your life. This could be as part of a side hustle if you want. Um, but within your business, the first thing you need to do is inner work. I did a podcast recently with Your Sparkly Brand. Fantastic podcast, highly recommend it. And in it, I talked about a lot about the inner work. And the inner work is starting to find what aligns with you, starting to really understand you and how you can go about aligned action within your daily life. I'm actually writing a book right now that talks about the systems and structures that condition us to be a certain way and how we can decondition ourselves and start aligning with our true purpose, our true self, our highest self, our most aligned self. And the process that we go through that. On my TikTok and my social media platforms and stuff, I talk a lot about our mindset and our mental health and how to align ourselves with that. And it's so important, but it's like it's so big because everything creates um, this mental structure that we live in, these boxes that we put ourselves in. And you have to understand these systems and how it pertains to you, how it affects you in order to really do that inner work, to deconstruct that and find your truth in order to move about your life in that way. So, the first part of aligning your purpose, your passion, and your profits are to do that inner work within yourself. You can do that with journaling, meditation. Those are like that's why I have guided journals on my website because I am a huge fan of journaling. I highly, highly recommend journaling, even if it's just diarrhea of the mouth in your journal. It's been the most valuable tool within my life. Overcoming every single obstacle that I've had, I can attribute journaling to my healing process and my understanding process of myself. So, highly recommend that. If you want some specific journals, you can go to my website, littlewoodcopy.com. Yes, I am burping. Littlewoodcopy.com and go to my shop and check out those guided journals if you fancy. Um, but once you do that journaling, once you figure out where you're being drawn to, connecting in with that inner deep wisdom again, or maybe for the first time, um, connecting with that inner wisdom will help guide you to finding your purpose. One of the things, actually, I talked about that on the back that podcast too. One of the things I talked about in finding my purpose, I was aligning with the actions, the inspiration, that like intuition of like, no, you should be doing this. I started doing that, but then like I read the book, you were born for this by Chani Nicholas. Highly recommend that, especially if you're into astrology. It's literally like going through your birth chart. But that book really helped me understand what my purpose was. I had already started building my business. I had already started doing all of the things and seeing it in my birth chart as like, see, you were made for this was just that little bit of confirmation that I needed, that was like, yeah, see, you are on the right track. Like, this is what you're meant to do here. And so whether that's in journaling, whether that's you finding um just following that spark of joy or whatever within your business or within your life, trying to discover your purpose or a purpose, because maybe this one purpose is the door to another purpose, which is a door for a greater purpose. Maybe our purpose is steps, and that's okay. So finding that calling within you to start that purpose driven journey is our starting point. And um, so then you find your purpose. The next step is to follow your passion. Whenever we have an idea, whenever we have some sort of spark that was just like, oh my God, this is what I need to do. And you get that rush of energy, you get that drive and that passion, follow that. That is, in my opinion, divine intervention. That is in Big Magic. She talks about this a lot, of like, this idea comes to you specifically. So when that door is knocking, when it's knocking on the door, and you feel that drive and you feel that passion and you feel that excitement about this new idea, follow it, because this is meant for you. And one of my mentors, Emily Pennystone, I took her course a while ago. It's called Master Your Fate. And one of the lessons that she taught me was, does this decision make you feel expansive or small? Even an expansive idea can be really freaking scary, and that's okay. Imposter syndrome comes in. It's way outside your comfort zone. But does it make you feel big, or does it make you feel small? And whenever you have those ideas, if that idea is invoking that fire, is making you feel big, even if it's a scary idea, that's your sign. That's your intuition telling you, like, this is for you, and you have to follow that. Then profits come in, right? Because we can have these ideas, but if we don't have money coming in, how are we going to fund our ideas? Even a nonprofit needs money. And if you want your purpose, your passion driven your passion driven purpose project to flourish and make the impact that you want it to, you're going to need to bring money in. So finding what aligned action you can take that's going to turn this into profit. So maybe you have a documentary. Maybe that is your passion project. So you have maybe some fundings or some fundraising that you can do for the documentary, but also, how are you going to keep this moving to get more eyes to it, to get this accessible to everybody? So maybe they don't have to pay for the documentary itself, right? So then maybe you have a book, or maybe you have a course that you can do to help people to build awareness and direct them towards your documentary. So maybe the documentary is your passion project, but your course is part of the overall system, and that course is what creates the profits for the overall company, so you can offer that documentary for free. So there's so many ways that you can integrate funding or profits within a business that is driven in passion and driven for purpose. There's a lot of YouTubers actually who have subscription services, or they have Patreons, and they have things like that because they need to make the profits, and they need to drive the money. But then the YouTube channel is like, I know a ton of queer creators do that because the algorithm is not the most conducive for queer creators and a lot of the topics that they want to talk about. And so to have that Patreon is really helpful for them. And so they can still have their passion, they can still have their purpose, and they can have a way that they can bring in profits so they can live and create and do all of the things. And this goes for any business. Any business at all, you can create the systems that are going to continue to bring in the profits so that way you can move in this world passionately and with purpose. So if you have any comments, if you have any thoughts, any additional topics that you want me to cover, let me know in the comments. If you have any other tips for aligned action, then put it in the comments below. Like and subscribe and share it with a fellow rebel so we can start a revolution together.